Now, we've heard an awful lot about the proposals for a high-speed railway from London to Birmingham and beyond, but what could it mean for train services in North Wales? Well, the Business Forum at Deeside Industrial Park is holding a meeting later to discuss the rail infrastructure in the region. On the panel will be both sides of the argument over HS2. Both sides of the argument will be here on the programme. First, we're going to hear from the campaign manager for Stop HS2. It's Joe Rukin, who joins us now. Good morning to you.
Morning.
So what's your main objection from a North Walian point of view for stopping it?
Well, from North Wales, what you'd be looking is that it would simply drag investment away. And when I'm saying that, I mean not only investment in the rail infrastructure, but also investment in the local economies. When you look at all the international comparisons where they've had high-speed rail networks, what you find is it drags more economic activity to the capital. And in the case of the UK economy, London being far more primate than, say, Madrid is in Spain, the likelihood is that it will be far, far worse here. And what you'll find is places that aren't on the network, that are on the periphery, will lose out properly. And even the proponents of HS2 have said that.
But the proponents of HS2 argue that it is part of the solution to Britain's deteriorating train lines. It's not just about what HS2 is going to do, it's about the wider network and what happens to it, which needs updating.
Well, no, the problem is that HS2 is a solution searching for a problem. There was never actually any assessment whatsoever about what was best for Britain's transport infrastructure. It was simply, and you can trace this all the way back to the 2006 Eddington report, it was simply a project that was dreamt up by people lobbying for it. Sir Rod Eddington was very clear on that, saying that there had been no assessment of alternatives. It had been driven forward by strong lobbying from advocates, i.e. the people who are going to make money out of building it. And since then, what you found is the excuses for building it have been bolted on afterwards, and that's why none of them fit. They've all been retrofitted after the decision.
Yeah, but they do.
We've got to have it.
HS2 proponents do argue that the plan is to get all the train lines to interact and interchange, to improve them, make sure they interconnect so passengers can go from one line to another, get on and off HS2, and that it is central to improvement of the whole rail network.
Well, to be perfectly honest, you can get on and off trains as they are, and change at places. And
they are proposing an updated hub in Crewe, which would, of course, help create lines to Liverpool, Wrexham, Chester, North Wales.
No, not at all, not at all. There would be a new station in Crewe. It would be quicker for you to get to London and Birmingham and Manchester. That's it. It wouldn't be updating any of the lines feeding into Crewe. It's just besides HS2.
Where would you rather see the money spent
what
then?
You already have.
Where would you rather see the money spent if it's not spent on HS2 then for North Wales?
I'd rather see it spent on the existing rail infrastructure, quite honestly. Because what you'll find is, and there was an announcement last week about spending from Network Rail, and it's one of the great things that governments do from time to time is they re-announce money that's already been, in some cases, it's already been spent, and saying that it's going to be spent on the rail network. But realistically, you find that the majority of people who use trains are short-distance commuters. They are not the business elite who do the long-distance point-to-point journeys. Okay. And those people doing those short-distance journeys will still face crush-hour conditions as the money goes on HS2.